Andy Stevenson for SevereMMA here beside 5-0 Conor McCarthy after a bloody, I don't know if I'd say war. It was definitely a war, but I mean you won the battle and the war. How are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good. Like the body's feeling pretty good. The face is a bit sore, so yeah, I'm relatively happy. Yeah.
I mean, it was an incredible fight. The jab was on point. You completely bloodied up his face. You must be. I mean, you must be very happy. I know you didn't get the finish, but I mean that's a pretty damn solid 15 minutes in the cage there.
Yeah, you know what? Oh yeah, I'm pretty happy. And I say it was pretty skillful. I'll get to watch it back. It was just the last two fights were a decision. I was really wanted to push for that finish, and I didn't get it. So maybe that's why I'm a tiny bit sour. But no, I'll watch it back tomorrow, and then I'll be delighted with it. Yeah.
Did you feel at any point in the fight that the finish was there?
Yeah, the last round, I felt he was really hurt. I had him cut open and blinking on the shots, but he would just be lunging back, and then I was kind of moving back, and he'd reset. And yeah, I thought there was probably a few times he was hurt, and I just kind of slowly cooked him. And then at the end, that being said, I was throwing loads at him at the end. I was really swinging at him, and he just kept hanging on. Who knows? Maybe if there's another couple of minutes, I would have got him out of there. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Yeah, so.
I feel like you're really finding your feet in Cage Warriors now. You've been here a few times now. You've done the walk with Peter. The hot stepper comes on. You seem more just kind of settled. Is that an accurate read? Do you feel a bit more kind of right? This is where I'm meant to be right now.
Yeah, 100%. It was 12 months ago. I was probably only fighting Cage Legacy. Not to diss them or anything, but it feels like it's a bigger stage, and I'm really settled into my career now. And I'm only probably a year and a half since I turned professional as well. So I'm actually really happy with things are going. Yeah.
At amateur, I feel like there's a level that fighters get to, and then you go pro, and you kind of have to make that next step up. I feel like you've fought some really decent level opponents so far in Cage Warriors. Do you feel like you're making that next step as far as your skill set and at the pro level?
I think so. Especially, I think the first two lads they gave me weren't they're hard enough fights. Especially, I fought someone who was 8-4 in my first fight, and your man Unwardy, who was very experienced in Cage Wars. So I think that was nearly on paper probably one of my easier fights. Not to diss him, he was actually really dangerous as well. Stylistically, he's just a really heavy hitter, and he comes forward with pressure. And I knew we were going to have a barn burner kind of like that. I knew obviously I was going to get my jab going and I'd win the fight, but I knew he was a challenge. And yeah, to answer your question, I think I'm really getting settled in, and that's a great experience for me now. 5-0 in 18 months, and the training's gone really well. I'm just really happy where I am at the moment.
Once you get to kind of that 5-0 place, the conversation will start to shift towards, okay, this guy, he's an undefeated prospect, but is he a future title contender? Do you want that conversation to shift there yet, or are you happy to just get more experience, get more fights in, and continue to level up before, rising to that next level? We see Solomon Simon's just been announced there for a title shot. He's 6-0 now. Where's your head at with all of that?
Yeah, it's a good question. To be honest, in my head, I know I'm going to be there at some stage. It's just a matter of when. And I'd have to talk to my coach, but we're happy just kind of getting that experience, getting better. I think, that fight, there was probably a few holes I exposed in my game, and I needed to patch them. So I'm pretty happy with just getting fight by fight by fight, and I know where I'm going, and it's just kind of a matter of when I get that chance, and I'd like to be as well prepared for that. So I'm probably not in the biggest rush, but I'd love to, up in competition, and slowly start building my skills with it.
I feel like every time we talk, there's a different maybe change to sometimes you're studying, you're doing a thesis, you're not working, you are working. What's the crack these days? Full-time fighter still?
Full-time fighter, part-time researcher.
Okay.
3 days remote. I work for DCU doing research. So it's more. I'm full-time. I train a full-time schedule, but I'm just lucky that research is very flexible, and my team really supports what I do. And so a bit of both, to be honest.
Brilliant. I will ask this. We just talked about maybe just not pushing you to the title level yet, but the current champion is a fighter from an Irish gym. Does that even come into your mindset? Would you care, or would you prefer to be fighting someone from abroad?
It doesn't really make a difference. I think maybe build more hype in Ireland or whatever, but no, it doesn't make a difference. Whoever,
What would you like next, or when would you like to be at next?
If the end of the year is an option, and if it's not, surely I'm the first show they have in 2026. I don't want to be waiting till March or something, or I've seen more fights in my contract, and I think they've up to June or next summer to give me 2. So hopefully early next year I'll be ready. November, December. I don't think I'm injured, so if there's a late replacement or something, I'd love to hop in.
Just to go back to the previous kind of conversation we're having there, Contender Series, we're seeing fighters more and more, undefeated fighters, going earlier in their careers. What do you make of that, and is that something that you would consider for yourself?
To be honest, like I kind of said earlier, when I get that chance, I want to be the best version of Conor McCarthy, like at that level. And I don't want to go now because I haven't put everything together. And I've been full-time training. I left college last May, and asked my head coaches. In the year I've turned full-time training, there's been like a noticeable difference. I'm bringing my grappling up to par. I'm bringing everything up to par. So no, I don't want to go Contender Series. I want to keep like building. And when that chance comes, I want to really like nail it and solidify my spot on like the UFC or whatever promotion it is, you know.
Very mature answer. I'm not surprised by that either. And look, congratulations on an incredible performance. You're now 5-0. Enjoy tonight. Enjoy whatever you have for your celebrations. And appreciate the time.
Pleasure, Andy. Thanks so much. Cheers, lads.